Now, Mr. Brown, you know better than that. You know better than to lie like that in the front of the judge. You know better. And the Fanie Willis, Nathan Wade dramatics continue. And so the lawyer of Nathan Wade's divorce case, the one who whistle blew, the one who called up Trump's lawyers, the one who got this thing going and said, yeah, I got exclusive information that them here, Fanie Willis, and them here, Nathan Wade, has been doing the nasty for some time now. And so now he wants to retract that. He says, I don't know nothing no more. I don't know nothing. Everything I know is client privilege. And so the person who got all this thing going has now decided to revert. He going to play amnesia. He going to play I don't remember. He going to play it was hearsay. He going to play I don't recall. He going to play the dumb card. He gonna play the dumb card. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking today about the witness who played games in the courtroom, who knew all about this thing, but now is tracking back on what he said. Maybe he has good reasons for doing this. I don't know. But we're going to take a look to see some of the news clippings on what's been going on with our friend, Mr. Brown. I know that's not his name, but I'm just saying. He's like a Mr. Brown. Y'all see that? Mr. Brown, how you doing, Mr. Brown? That's a bad move there, Mr. Brown. What an outfit, Mr. Brown. Hello, friends, and welcome to The Conservative Poet. I am Amania, and I want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. We got a whole lot of people that hit that subscribe button, and I want to say thank you for doing that because I will surely work hard to entertain you, to bring you information, and just to be the fighter out here in the streets for you. So, thank you for subscribing. God bless you and God keep you.
He's trying to get Fulton County District Attorney Fanie Willis and her prosecutor Nathan Wade thrown off the Georgia election interference indictment. We're fed up with a witness called earlier in the week.
Hundreds of text messages between Terrence Bradley and a lawyer for one of Donald Trump's co-defendants. Really, they were going back and forth, and we are learning that for months these were happening before allegations of an improper relationship between Willis and Wade were even made.
So Bradley is Wade's former law partner, and he represented Wade during Wade's divorce. CNN obtained more than 400 text messages, which show Bradley for months pushed to keep himself out of this situation and stay anonymous. Just a few days before a motion for a conflict of interest was filed, Bradley told a lawyer that there was a relationship before Willis hired Wade. Bradley went back and forth with the defense attorney via text, but when he took the stand, he seemed rather uncomfortable and he backtracked on what he had told the defense attorney.
I do not recall any dates of when the relationship started. I'm telling you, I did not recall any specific date. At this time, I don't recall. At this time, I am telling you that I do not have the date.
Okay, so again, this is Nathan Bradley, or rather Terrence Bradley, and he also sent the defense attorney a list of several people he says have firsthand knowledge of when the relationship between Nathan Wade and Fani Willis actually began. Those texts are now being considered as part of the evidence on whether Willis should be disqualified.
Seen that, heard that, good. Talk about shitting where you eat at. This is a classic case of that. Didn't people tell these people? Don't these people know? These are lawyers. These people went to major universities. These people are lawyers with all kinds of education. But look at how these people are. Look at how these people are acting. Like they just straight out of the jungle somewhere. It's like they don't have any training. How you gonna shit like that where you eat at? And I mean all three of them. All of them. I mean, look at this is a shit show of black folks a shit show of black folks. Everybody in this situation is black. Everybody's breaking the rules is black. I tell you, I really hate to make it a black thing, but I mean, really, this is disgusting. Anyway, so this guy is sitting up here. They're asking him questions. He don't know nothing. He called up the Trump people and he told them about what was going on. Now, I don't know nothing. I couldn't tell you, George. I don't know. I can't recall. It's between my client and me. It's client privilege. I mean, these people, what this Atlanta. These people are in Atlanta. This shit show is insanity. Gosh. Hello, fellow patriots. Thank you so much for your support. And again, you can do so by purchasing products from the Orlando Patriots, mugs, t-shirts, all of your patriotic gear. We are in an election year, so we need to show the world that we support our candidates, especially President Trump. So get some gear at theorlandopatriot.com and you'll get 30% off. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. I'll see you there. So, friends, it's not officially Mr. Brown, but we'll call him Mr. Brown. It's actually Mr. Bradley. So, Mr. Bradley or Mr. Brown were business partners, lawyer for Nathan Wade. Now, I'm not sure who he's covering for, if he's covering for Fanie Willis, if he's covering for Nathan Wade, if he's covering himself because he done did things that he was not supposed to, and now there's all eyes on him and his business and all this. So yeah, he's like a zipper mouth. Yeah, can't say nothing. I don't know nothing, Judge. I can't tell you nothing. I can't tell you nothing. I don't recall. My memory is shot. My memory shot, Lord. I don't know nothing. So anyway, let's hear what this guy has to say.
Did Mr. Wade tell you about the trips that he and Miss Willis took?
No.
Do you have any knowledge of the trips that he and Miss Willis took?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled.
I do now.
Right? But you did not before this proceeding?
I did not know until you text that you found that in the deposition of his divorce. I mean, not deposition, but something from his divorce.
Okay. And when you responded, doesn't surprise me, they took many trips to Florida, Texas, California. Those are your words, though, right?
I'm going to object as to relevance. He said he did not know, and he actually learned from Ms. Merchant the information.
He said he learned about certain trips from Ms. Merchant.
Okay, you can tie it down, but
Thank you.
we'll
He
see.
had no information about any trips that Ms. Willis and Mr. Wade took. That he learned it all from Ms. Merchant. That was his testimony.
Sure.
Judge, I'm
Maybe
allowed
the
to.
conclusion we reach. I think she's going to ask more than one question, though. All right, Ms. Merchant.
And if, Judge, just so we can be clear, if he said more than one version, that's all relevant. We're allowed to talk about the different versions that he's told.
All right, I've overruled the
Thank
objection,
you.
Ms. Merchant.
Do you remember telling me that it didn't surprise you that they took the trips that I found in the divorce file because they took many trips to Florida, Texas, California? And then you told me that they took the trip to California when she moved her daughter there because she failed out of FAMU. Do you remember that?
I don't recall that, but if I don't recall.
Okay.
Seen that, heard that, good. There should be a way for this judge to extract the information out of him. Like, they have receipts, they have these text messages that's talking about all of this. This man was the lawyer on the divorce, so he knows everything. He knows everything. There should be some way for him to be able to explain some of these things. Like, we know. We know you're lying. We know you're not telling the truth. We know you're withholding information. We know it's like pulling teeth trying to get anything out of this guy. And then when you present him with the information, you know, he's like, "Oh yeah, I think I remember. I think I remember now." You know, like, but I mean, you were the one who did this. There were talks about this for a long time before this thing became public. You were the whistleblower, like you knew, like you were the guy. And now you're pretending like you're like you don't know nothing. Like, it's so funny. It's frustrating to watch. You know, it's really, really frustrating. And again, I don't know why he's retracting what, he's already put out there. Maybe there's, kinds, maybe they threaten him. Maybe there's, they trying to take his bar license. Maybe they, maybe Fanie Willis, and maybe they're doing, saying some things to him that, may not work out too good for him in his life. Who knows? Maybe he's being threatened somehow. And so he's got to go up there and shut his mouth. Who knows? But one thing I do know is that if you're sitting there in front of a judge and you have sworn to tell the truth, this dog and pony show that you're doing, then yeah, it shouldn't be allowed. It should not be allowed. No, 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 no. Again, it's this tangled web. This is a business partner of Nathan Wade. Nathan Wade is everybody's making money off of this. Nathan Wade's making money. Fanie Willis is benefiting from that money. This guy is getting contracts and making money. Everybody's tangled up in this mess. Everybody is shitting where they eat. I mean, this is crazy.
That was to the trips that you asked me about. And I think before that, when you mentioned that you found all these trips, I think I said, oh, wow.
Yes, you did.
And
you did not know about all the trips that were taken. And you qualified it. You said, no, I didn't. When did it happen? And then the next text, which I can get, or you can look at your phone, or whatever refreshes your memory, you said was after you left, after the firm was dissolved, correct?
Subject to relevance.
Overruled.
It was after the firm. The trips that you said, no, you didn't know about. You told me those were after your firm had dissolved, correct?
I think you mentioned that they were after I left, maybe, or whenever you found them. And I said, no, I didn't know about those trips. So
you believe I mentioned that it was after you left?
I'm quite sure you have the text message, and I will refresh my memory.
Is it easier for you to refresh your memory with your own phone or with my printouts of screenshots?
Well, you have the printout, so I'll have to.
Judge, the reason I'm asking is because I'm getting objections that I've cut things off, and it's just the nature of how you have to print out screenshots. So in order to avoid that, I'm happy for him to refresh his memory with his own phone, if that would be.
Well, I don't know if he's accepting your offer or not. So
would that be easier for you?
You can just provide the documents.
Okay.
This guy is an absolute useless Mr. Brown. So I'm really glad that the lawyer made the point of saying, look, these are text messages. Judge, can he whip out his phone? Can you look at your phone? Can you look at your text messages? Because you're complaining that the printouts are cutting things off. But if you got your phone right here, you'll be able to see as plain as day, as clear as day. There's nothing cut off. You'll be able to see all of your responses and everything that you said. Because now he's trying to backtrack like he doesn't understand what's going on. Like he's just sitting here. He doesn't understand what's happening. This is your phone. Those messages are on your phone. So I'm really glad that she brought that point up. Like, check your own phone. Check your phone. It's in your phone. Check your phone. It's in your phone.
So you told me that they took many trips to Florida. That refreshed your memory. Told me that. Was that based on your knowledge from Mr. Wade?
That would have been based on anything that my client would have told me. I didn't have personal knowledge of whether they went or not.
The trips to Texas, and you're the one that typed Texas. Was that based on your knowledge from Mr. Wade?
It would have been something that came from the client. I cannot tell you that I have any personal knowledge of any trip other than what would have been said by the client.
Obviously, I'm not asking if you went on these trips. I'm asking if you have knowledge from Mr. Wade. You also typed California. Was that something that you gained from knowledge from Mr. Wade?
It would have been from the client at this specific point. Yes, it would have been from the client.
And when you told me that the trip to California was to move her daughter out there, would that have been something you gained from Mr. Wade?
Thank you, Judge. Any knowledge that I have of any trip would have come from my client at the time.
Disgraceful. So this guy is absolutely useless up there. He's completely failing, like completely failing. Like he should be held in contempt or something, like something should be done here. And so he just keeps going on and on, giving the same thing. Anything I've learned is from my client. Everything I've learned is from my client. It was from my client. So, and I just love the way he just keeps throwing that out there. Like, we all know you're talking about I was gonna say Willis Wade. Willis Wade. You're talking about Nathan Wade here. But the client is like always constantly going back to, yeah, at the time he was my client, and I'm gonna stick to client privilege here with my client, because that was my client. Anything I learned is from my client, and you can't tell me anything because it's my client. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. This guy's useless, absolutely useless. Again, shitting where you eat at. It's a disgrace. Friends, I tell you, this is quite the shit show for real. I mean, this is, like I said it before, this is better than the soap operas. This is better than Sonny and Carly, General Hospital. This is better than that. I mean, this is some real live drama. Real life drama. Anyway, that's going to be the video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it, Mr. Brown, all that. This thing is going to be coming to an end soon. Actually Friday, tomorrow actually, they are supposed to be wrapping this thing up. The judge is supposed to be making his decision and deciding if they're going to cut Fanie Willis loose, and if, all of her actions has been inappropriate, and her conduct has been just disgraceful. So the judge is going to make that decision. Hopefully everything goes well and she gets cut off, and so we can put this thing to bed. Either they're going to bring in a whole new team to continue this witch hunt against President Trump, or maybe this whole thing will go away. I'm actually hoping this whole thing will go away. So anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching, sharing, subscribing. Let me know, what did you think about Mr. Bradley's performance on the in the courtroom there? Because I mean, that's really, really, what a dance he was doing. Just blatant lying and just not really being forthcoming. So, but any event, who knows what's going to happen. But I'm going to say thank you, and I will see you in another video. Talk to me in the comments. Let's do it. I'll see you again. God bless you. God keep you. Bye.